Hey guys, so I wanted to do a video today for my 5 month postpartum update and I guess a update for Ava as well. She turned 6 months on October 12th, and so I wanted to wait until she turned 6 months to do this update. Um, First off, I'll start with her. Um, So she is now eating solid foods. I started her when she was about 5 months, 3 weeks, and I wanted to wait until she was after 6 months, but she had been showing all the signs for a really long time, and it just got to the point where I was feeding her constantly, feeding her formula, and she was never full, and I knew that I needed to start her on food. So I started with rice cereal, and that went great, and she loved it. And I'm doing the 4-day wait rule because you just want to make sure that they've had it in their body long enough to check to see if they're going to have any reactions to it. So I'm doing the 4-day wait rule. So I started with rice cereal, and then I went to oatmeal, which she loved even more. And right now I'm giving her barley, and it's the third day that she's had it. So I'll do one more day of that, and then I'm going to do wheat, and then I'm going to start her on like real food. And I think that the first food I'm going to introduce her to is avocado. I've heard great things about it, and I've heard that it's great as a first food. Let me know what you introduced your baby to first, other than the cereals. Let me know what it is and what you recommend. So I'm going to be feeding her avocado sometime next week, probably. So that's really exciting. And I did give her her first sip of water from a sippy cup um, last week sometime. And I have read things about water intoxication with babies, and that once they turn a year old, they can drink as much water as they want. But if you give a baby that's younger than a year old too much water, um, it can it can dilute the sodium in their systems and lead to water intoxication. It can lead to seizures and a bunch of things because their body just can't, you know, process it properly. So water is fine, like little sips here and there and stuff, but you shouldn't really be giving your young baby like a whole sippy cup full of water. Just hiccups now. Honey, look over here, Mia. Okay. So, yeah, I've given her a sippy cup. It's really funny because when I give it to her, she kind of just like gnaws on it with her gums because it's hard, right? So it's weird to her. She's not used to that. She's used to the bottle nipple. So she has sipped from it a few times, and she really didn't like the taste of water. I could tell. But yeah, I just like giving her some here and there, especially because she's on solids now. Um, yeah. So the feeding schedule. Oh dear. I'm gonna see this right now. So our feeding schedule right now, pretty much. Oh, her clothes are all wet because she's been spitting up a lot today. I don't know what's going on. Um, our feeding schedule pretty much goes. Okay, here, I'll take that. She's really fussy lately. I don't know what's going on. Our feeding schedule goes like this. I feed her formula in bottles all day, and actually, I recently, like a day ago, switched from 4 ounces to 6 ounces. Um, it's a really long story, but basically, I've been giving her 4 ounces, which I've been giving her 4 ounces for a really long time, and um, I would give her 4 ounces and she would still be starving, but I knew that she wouldn't eat 8 ounces. So instead of giving her like 4 ounces in a little bottle and then making another two, I've just been using these bottles, they look so massive to me now because I'm not used to using them, but this can hold 8 to 10 ounces. It depends on, they've got like the markers on the side. Um, excuse me, sorry, I'm a little bit tired. So I've been making 6 ounces for her in here, and she's been eating that. So I think that big amounts, um, you know, oh dear, it fills her up more, and I think it's better because before I was giving her 4 and she was just always hungry. So this is better. So I've been giving her formula throughout the day, and I'm not breastfeeding throughout the day anymore. I've mentioned that in other videos. And at night, I breastfeed her before she goes to sleep, and at night, like 2 to 3 times, and when she wakes up in the morning. She's been doing that a lot too. Alright. I don't know if it's because she is teething or what is going on, because these past like 3 days have just been just really difficult. She's just been really, really fussy. So that's as far as feeding goes. I will make a video about her like sitting and stuff, but she can. I think she's really tired too because she didn't sleep very well last night, and it's already 1 o'clock, and usually she's had a nap by now. So I just wanna. I just fed her, so I know that she's not really hungry, but I know that she's just really tired. I'm gonna talk quieter. So she can sit really well now for like a couple minutes, and she's getting really, really good at that. She still hates going on her stomach. I try and put her on her stomach sometimes, but she just hates it. So not crawling, obviously, yet. And she's only rolled a couple times. Whenever I put her on her stomach, she just has a fit, and she just hates it. So she doesn't spend a lot of time on her stomach. So she mostly just wants to sit, I guess. And I think she might be. Oh, she's tired. I think she might be one of those babies that. I think she might be one of those babies that either doesn't crawl or doesn't crawl very much and just goes straight to like pulling herself up and standing. I think that's what's gonna happen because she just needs to. Oh, she's so tired. I also have bought. I've also bought a bunch of cloth diapers, and I'm making my switch to cloth diapering, and I'm really excited for it. And I'll be making a video about that too. She a couple days. I think it was probably like 2 weeks ago now. Okay. Oh. About a week ago, she weighed 17 pounds and 6 ounces. So that's how much she weighs now. Obviously, she's probably a little bit more than that, but I don't know how long she is because I haven't had her length measured since she was born, but she was 21 inches. And when she was born, she was in the 98th percentile. So I don't know how long she is right now, but I do know that her weight is in the 50th percentile. She doesn't have any teeth, not yet, but I know that she's teething really bad. And her sleep has been very different lately. It used to be that she would sleep for like, 7 or 8 hours, sometimes at a time, like consecutively. But she is not sleeping well right now. Like she sleeps 2 hours at a time, maybe. So it's really hard on me because I'm not used to that. And being a single mom, it's hard because, I have to get up every time she does. I can't. Sometimes I wish I could get like a short break, but it's okay. So that's what's going on with Ava. She has a little bit of hair. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. But she's very smart. I took her to a sign language class, and they said that 6 months is a great time to start babies in sign language. It's really beneficial for a lot of different reasons. But anyways, she told us to pick 5 different signs and just stick with that. And she said that it can take a few months for your baby to catch on. And I was basically, I mean, I chose 5, but I was only signing milk. I was only signing milk, which is like this, to her every day, and I would sing it to her and all that. And surprisingly, after about a week, she caught on, and now she does it all the time, which is really surprising. So she's a smart little girl, which doesn't surprise me because her dad is really smart too. Um, so that's as far as Ava goes, and I guess for me, not too much to update on me, I guess. I am. Oh dear. Okay. I am in school right now. I'm taking prerequisites for nursing, and I'll probably make an update about that too. I should go because she's not very happy, but I'm in school right now. Oh. I do have my license, and I don't have money to buy myself a car, so my mom is getting a new car in January, and the car she has right now is a standard, and I've driven standard. I've actually only driven standard, but the new car she's getting in January is much nicer, and I'm gonna practice on that so that I can hopefully someday soon get my N. And what else? Really excited because Halloween's coming up, so it's gonna be her first Halloween, and then Christmas. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, I'm not breastfeeding anymore except for at nights, and my C-section incision scar has pretty much, well, I guess it takes up to a year for it to fully heal, but it's weird because it's still really numb around that area, and I imagine it'll always be like that because there's a lot of nerve damage. So, yeah, I feel great. I mean, it's really hard to get in an exercise routine and lose the weight that I want to because I'm just so busy all the time. So it's really hard, but I'm just trying to think of what else to update on me. It's mostly Ava. I don't really know what to update on myself, but yeah, the biology thing is really difficult. The only time because I'm taking an online course, the only time I do school is at night when she's sleeping. So, because during the day it's just really hard. I need it to be quiet and I need to be able to focus. So, oh, and I'm also making all my own baby food, which I'm really proud of. And in the freezer, I have pumpkin, butternut squash, yam, and pear. And I'm also going to be making apple puree and zucchini, probably acorn squash, and I said butternut squash. I made a mistake. It wasn't butternut squash. It was yam and sweet potato. I don't know if I said that already, but anyways, I'm kind of tired. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I'm proud of it. And all the baby food I've made is from organic food. So yeah, it's exciting. Really time consuming, but totally worth it. So I think that's about it. And I have a lot of videos to be making coming up. It's just really hard to find the time. So I'll probably be uploading a couple more today, hopefully. And yeah, and I'm really excited to be doing one about cloth diapering because I'm so excited about that. So yeah, thanks so much guys for watching, and don't forget to rate and subscribe, and we will see you a little later. See ya.